R2D2, the galaxy's favorite droid, and one of Star Wars' most beloved characters. But R2 is also one of the most important characters in the entire Star Wars saga.
That little droid did it!
But what makes him so special? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is the Force family. Welcome aboard.
R2D2, Your Highness.
Many fan theories go as far to say that R2D2 is a Force-sensitive droid, and while there is plenty of evidence to support these theories, like this, and this, and this, and what? Whoa. Was that forceful? Did you see that? Okay. Force-sensitive or not, it is fair to say that the Force is with him, that the Force has chosen R2, chosen as a vessel to fulfill the will of the Force. When Star Wars first premiered in 1977, R2D2 was the very first character we were introduced to on screen, as he bravely leads a group of frightened protocol droids away from the Empire's clutches. R2 was a droid on a mission, one that could determine the fate of the rebellion and the entire galaxy. And R2 was aware of this fact.
Secret mission? What plans?
Let's not forget, while C-3PO did have his memory erased, R2D2 and his mind remained intact. He kept the memories from the Clone War, the memories of the Jedi and his friends, the memory of a secret wedding, and the birth of twins, named Luke and Leia. So when R2 was entrusted with the duty of delivering a message to an old friend, it was an adventure 20 years in the making, and R2 was more than happy to help. He was created to help. Despite constant complaints from C-3PO, R2 knew he had a mission to complete, and nothing would stand in his way.
What mission? What are you talking about?
When the droids reach a certain familiar farm on the outskirts of Mos Eisley, R2 knows it was the Force that led him there. Was it also the Force that did this? Although being back in the presence of a Skywalker was exciting, it wasn't R2's mission. Finding an old Jedi Knight was, and R2 would do anything to complete that mission, even manipulate and vie his way to Ben Kenobi.
He says that he is the property of Obi-Wan Kenobi, a resident of these parts, and it's a private message for him. Quite frankly, sir, I don't know what he's talking about. Our last master was Captain Antilles.
This shows the makings of a droid that is not only self-aware, but aware of his duty to the Rebellion and to the Force. If it weren't for R2D2, Luke Skywalker would have never reunited with Obi-Wan Kenobi. He would have never met his twin sister.
I'm here to rescue you. I've got your R2 unit. I'm here with Ben Kenobi.
Honestly, one could lose count of the amount of times that R2 has saved the day. But one thing is clear. R2D2 and Luke Skywalker shared a bond that would take them on countless adventures and galaxy-saving missions. R2 would go on to spend another 3 decades with Luke, and he would be there at Luke's side through victories and failures. He would be there to watch everything they built crumble and fall. But what happened from there? Luke Skywalker vanished and didn't take his mechanical companion along for the ride. Could he really abandon R2, his oldest friend? Or was the separation on purpose? Is it possible that R2 was once again sent on a mission? Thanks to the immortal memory of the R2 unit, the map to Luke Skywalker was safe and sound, and lockdown, and waiting. But waiting for what? Well, waiting for the missing piece. It isn't the adorable BB-8 or Commanding General Leia that brings R2 back to life. It is his mission. It is the Force that awakens R2D2. It is the Force that brings Rey to Luke Skywalker. Director of The Last Jedi Rian Johnson asked for only one change of director J.J. Abrams before the release of The Force Awakens. Johnson requested that BB-8 return to his master and that R2D2 return to his, Luke Skywalker. So with R2 and Rey joining Luke on the Solitude Island of Ahch-To, is R2D2's mission complete? Or is this only the beginning?
The Force is strong in my family.